And again, I will talk about, there is this issue of quarantine. I will talk about the quarantine issue in subsequent videos, all right? Because if you have done your COVID test now, anyways, it depends on the duration you've done it. You are not supposed to do quarantine again when you arrive in North Cyprus. But remember, accommodation is very important. I shall elaborate about this in next videos, all right? So guys, I want to talk about something very important. It's just like an advice, general advice. I will be touching various sections, all right? I will try to touch all the sections about this video to you who is looking forward to move to North Cyprus for the spring semester of 2022. We all understand that the spring semester is going to commence anytime soon, probably around the 14th. Someone was telling me it's supposed to start by the 14th of February. So first, because I know some of you are still struggling to do applications for admissions, understand that not all universities in North Cyprus have the same tuition fee, all right? So if you must study for this spring, all right, if you are looking for means to move to North Cyprus, understand again, first of all, that you do not need a visa as an African. All you need to do is probably you need to get an OK to board. Some countries in Africa need OK to board to move to Northern Cyprus. Some don't need, especially Cameroon, my home country. They don't need OK to board. But some other nationalities need OK to board to move to Northern Cyprus. It is not an issue at all right? You can always get OK to board for some people, but you have to be careful. Then I want to again talk about this issue of schools. There are schools in Northern Cyprus nowadays, a lot of them, all right? So you must make a choice very closely. And again, when making the choice, understand that there is inflation affecting the country. A lot of things have increased in price. Cooking gas is now 200 Turkish lira from the recent 56 Turkish lira that I left in 2019. And so many things. A kilogram, I think 3 kilograms of tomatoes now is around 20 Turkish lira. All right, so many things are increasing. 1 kilogram of oil is around 20 Turkish lira, and so many things like that. So you have to be careful now with what you do or how you are preparing to move to Northern Cyprus. I was telling a subscriber a few days ago that know that the money you are going to be spending this time for food is going to be a little higher than the previous amounts you were thinking of, because he wanted to move in 2021, but it didn't work out that way. Well, like I always say, if you have a sponsor, make sure you move. If you have a sponsor, move to Northern Cyprus. But if you don't have a sponsor, it is going to be a problem for you, because nowadays, like I said, it is difficult anyways to get jobs, but it is not impossible. Jobs in Northern Cyprus is only for those who have a calm mentality, all right? Because like I said, I got a job in Northern Cyprus exactly after around 2 months when I moved in there. But it wasn't that easy for me. I want to assure you that if you have been watching videos on this channel, you would understand what I'm talking about. It wasn't easy. So in other videos, I have mentioned where you can struggle to get jobs. Always don't sit in your home, all right? If you must get a job in Northern Cyprus, you have to move out of your comfort zone. You cannot sit in your comfort zone in Northern Cyprus and you get a job. Do not think of what people will tell you. Agents will lie to you. Well, like I always say, it is good. First of all, know the university, because there are schools in Northern Cyprus that I just noticed that their tuition fee have been increased, all right, because of the inflation that is affecting the country, and again, prices of goods and services have increased. So if you want to study in Northern Cyprus, make sure you know how much you are going to be paying per semester. There is a cheap school I know, all right. All they need is your YX certificate, a copy of your passport, a passport size photograph, and that is it. Then you choose a program. At the end of the day, they will give you 60% scholarship for masters. They will give you 70% scholarship for bachelors, and you will be paying $1,750, not even euros, for a semester, all right, for the bachelor's program. I think it should be a year. Then for master's degree students, you are paying everything, not per program, because in my time I paid per program, or let me say per course, all right. A course was costing me around 250 Turkish lira, excluding the value added tax. But now this university will give you a program, at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, maximum you are paying is $2,500 dollars, not euros, all right, at the end of your master's degree program. And they will give you, that is because they gave you 60% scholarships. For bachelor students, they will give them 70%, and they will pay around 1,750 for the year, all right. So that is what you should know. But other schools will not do this, all right. Schools in Northern Cyprus, like I said, some schools have increased their tuition fee, their first deposit, to even $1,000, 1,000 euros, that I left to 1,500 euros. So you need to know the differences. Some 1,100 euros, but some will charge you $1,000, all right. That one is very good. I know it's a very good school and in a good city, all right. I don't want to mention a name of a university here because it will not be nice, but anything you want to do, if you want to study in Cyprus, get to my inbox. If you have a sponsor, please, if you have a sponsor, get to my inbox and your admissions letter will be with you within 1 week. Please get a sponsor first if you have a sponsor, because I don't encourage you to go to Cyprus if you do not have a sponsor. And again, if you have been facing difficulties getting a visa, then you think Cyprus is a good place for you, which I think is a stepping stone, because most of the things I know today is because I went to Cyprus. To be sincere with you guys, all right, it's not because I was going there because I never knew anything, all right. The experience I gathered from Cyprus taught me a lot of things, and where I am today, that is Cyprus. And I'm so happy because though I had to struggle a lot because I never had a sponsor, my family was broke, I was struggling to survive, I had to do constructions and all type of jobs to survive, to pay my fees, to feed. I even couldn't feed myself, but I'm grateful God pushed me through. So if you must move to Cyprus, please make sure you have a sponsor, all right. Make sure you have a sponsor. If I must say something about your admissions, you should be able to tell me you have a sponsor before I can go ahead with it. Then again, now let me talk about the issue of transportation. Transportation, though things are expensive, I was told a few days ago that to move from Kyrenia to Nicosia now is costing a lot of money, but I will encourage you to always follow your bus schedule because the buses are free in North Cyprus for every individuals, all right. This is now like a general advice. Now, for those of you who will be looking for accommodations, please look for accommodations that you can pair with many people, and the people you are pairing with, make sure you know them and they are people who don't disturb, all right. Because if you go and pair with people or live with people in accommodations that they will always disturb you, you will never study and you will never graduate. This is just an advice I'm giving you. There are a lot of people in Northern Cyprus who don't go to school, who have never graduated, all right, or what did I say? Who have never finished their program. And how was I able to say who have never graduated? Who have never finished their school curriculum, or let me say their programs, and now some of them are just loitering around and they will be disturbing you. So you have to be careful. Before I left North Cyprus, there was a guy who had issues, all right. The police came to his apartment and took him alongside some guys because they were doing some ungodly things, and the police thought he was inside, whereas he was not, and he had to spend a lot of money. The money never even came from him. He had to call parents back in Nigeria, struggling parents, and they looked for money and sent to him, and it's 5,000 Turkish lira he had to spend before leaving the police station. So you have to be careful with some of the things you do, all right. You have to be careful. People who are engaging themselves in violence, do not associate with them. As simple as ABC, all right. Now, if you are in Cyprus, all right, how do you improve your life in case you are self-sponsoring? Because I know some of you are in Cyprus and you are self-sponsoring. If you are looking for means, first of all, let me talk about this self-sponsoring stuff. If you have some money, little money, and you have some people in Europe or America that you trust them, look for means, ship things from Turkey and you import, or you send to these countries in Europe or America or Canada for them to sell to you and give you back the money. But again, be very, very careful. As I speak to you, someone is still owing me money till today. As I speak to you, I don't want to overemphasize about this, all right? But I had let everything go. Let God be the decider. So, if you must do business with anybody, if you are a student in Northern Cyprus, make sure first you have enough money that you will be using to feed, okay? Then you can now buy this thing shipped to the person. If you trust the person and the person will sell and give you a money, please, if you trust the person, do not do business with anybody you can't trust. I have a lot of people coming to me for collaborations on this YouTube channel that you are watching. that I have turned down their offers, because at the end of the day, I realized that there are people who are so fake to the extent that they want to always manipulate me, all right? And I'm somebody you can't manipulate very easily. I'm sorry to say this, but that is the sad reality. I have learned a lot. If you come to manipulate me, I will easily send you off. That is just me. It's not as if I'm biased or I'm wicked or I'm... No. It's just that I like to deal with people who are true to the core, all right? That is me. So if you are, like I said, if you are in Northern Cyprus, again, looking for means to step out, all right, make sure you try to verify, because the Turkish embassy has not been giving visas out. And I understand maybe it's because they have noticed that a lot of students don't go to school and they just want to move out. But which I don't think is still a good reason. But only the Turkish embassy can explain this. I cannot ever overemphasize about this. And again, those of you asking me if you can go to South Cyprus from Northern Cyprus and work and come back, it is impossible, absolutely impossible. They will not allow you enter South Cyprus to work and come back. First of all, you cannot even go there to work because it's illegal. All right. Most of you don't know, North Cyprus is not in Europe. South Cyprus is a European country. So it is not possible to cross there. All right. Someone also was telling me that he wanted to move to South Cyprus to apply for the US visa. I don't know if you would be allowed in there. All right. Because it is illegal, like I said, it is illegal. Those of you who have been asking me, you want to move to Canada, you want to move to the United States, you want to move to the UK, please, I will put a link, I will indicate now and put a link in this video. The link is the link that will carry you straight away to see all the diplomatic missions in Northern Cyprus, all right? Make sure if you want to move to the UK, that is the email and the website and the telephone numbers of the United, let me say the UK ambassadorship in Northern Cyprus. I will put a link to the diplomatic missions, all right? There are very few of them, I think around 6 or 7, including the European Union officials. There are about 6 or 7, all right? You have the German embassy, you have the UK ambassadorship, you have the United States ambassadorship, Australian authorities, you have Italian authorities. The German embassy is in charge of Luxembourg, Norway, Denmark, and Belgium, all right? Then there is another one I'm forgetting, the Turkish as well, Turkish authorities. Any other one is only Turkey. You must go to Turkey and apply for your visa. If you watch this video, please, I don't know where you are going to watch from. Know that you cannot apply for student visas. Most student visas, you cannot get them in Northern Cyprus. No, I have always said this, all right? Most embassies in Northern Cyprus will not process student visas. They will only process visas for less than 90 days, all right? That is tourist visas, business visas, finish, or maybe invitations, all right? But anything student visas, which is more than 90 days, you have to go to Turkey, or you have to go to a nearby different country, or a nearby country, or you can move to South Cyprus if you have the means to move to South Cyprus from North Cyprus, which I know is impossible. You can only move to South Cyprus from your home country with a visa because it's Europe, all right? But North Cyprus, you don't need a visa. I am elaborating about this now on this because I know there are new viewers on this channel who are watching me, all right? So please pay attention to your tuition fee before you do your application. Like I said, there are very cheap schools there, but I'm not going to mention the name of any university here because it would not be nice, all right? We all know that. And again, Nigerians know that you need OK to board to move to North Cyprus. All right. Another guy was asking me, is it from Sierra Leone? I don't think Sierra Leone, people from Sierra Leone need OK to board. All right. Any other African country, you do not need a visa to go to Northern Cyprus. An agent lied to someone, a subscriber a few days ago, that he needs a visa to move to Northern Cyprus and was charging him visa money. Please, even if you need a visa, go to the embassies. Nobody is in charge of visas. Go to the embassies and collect your visa. Some of you don't listen, and at the end of the day, people keep eating your monies. All right? Well, like I always say, I do not do admissions to all countries. And again, I don't process visas. Please, so you get that point and don't misquote me. All right? I hope this video helps you. If it does, please do not forget, as usual, subscribe if you haven't done so. Please subscribe, all right? All these beautiful faces and handsome men watching me, subscribe now. I repeat, subscribe now, all right? Make una not make my vex. Somebody asks if I'm actually I can speak Pidgin. Yes, I'm from a country where Pidgin is widely spoken. So why can't I speak Pidgin? In fact, I'm a Pidgin box. Do not mind me because I do YouTube and I explain myself in English. It is perfect. But I think I was actually thinking if I can create something in Pidgin. But for now, it is okay like this. Let's take it this way, all right? So good luck to you as you study for your spring semester. Remember, it's spring semester, no more winter. The semester that starts in February in North Cyprus is spring semester. So make sure you study well. Make sure your transcript stands out of the crowd. Make sure you produce good grades, all right? And if you have difficulties, contact your supervisors immediately or your advisors in school. There are a lot of advisors. Those of you studying in the science, in the Institute of Graduate Studies and Research in CIU, I think you know most of my lecturers, the lecturers who taught me, all right, because I studied in CIU. I wish you guys luck. Anything you do in North Cyprus, make sure you put God first place and remember your parents' blessing, all right? Bye.